Tyler and Lexi are bringing their dog Macy in because she is losing hair and her ears are starting to swell, and they're very worried about her. One child already, her name is India, and I brought her in to work today. With a new baby coming, there are some big changes coming for her, so I'm thinking it's going to do her some good to have some special attention today. When the show The Incredible Dr. Pol was at its peak, a familiar face suddenly disappeared and no one caught her final moment on screen. She had been a model of dedication, a golden doctor in the eyes of viewers and colleagues. Behind that halo was a different story. Today, we will revisit the journey and unexpected choice of Dr. Emily Thomas, the woman who once made millions of American viewers believe she was born to devote her whole life to veterinary medicine. Emily has to see Bruiser's eye to diagnose the problem. Bruiser is really painful, so I'm going to try to deaden the pain for him and see if I can see it that way. He's 2 pounds. The average pygmy buck is about 3 and 12 pounds at birth. Born on April 14, 1984, in Warner Robins, Georgia, Emily graduated with a DVM from the University of Georgia, oriented toward mixed animals. In 2014, she joined Pol Veterinary Services in Michigan. During high school, Emily met Tony Thomas, a classmate who later became her husband. They stayed close for many years, sharing a love of exploring nature and outdoor activities. After graduating from high school, Emily decided to continue her studies at the University of Georgia, where she majored in veterinary medicine. The academic environment there exposed her to modern animal treatment methods, particularly in mixed animal practice, including both small animals and large livestock. Emily earned the Doctor of Veterinary Medicine, DVM, degree after many years of study and practice. Right after graduation, she joined an intensive internship at a center specializing in equine reproduction, focusing on assisted reproduction techniques, treatment, and health management for large animals. During this period, she worked directly with senior veterinarians encountering clinical cases every day. This time trained Emily to handle situations quickly, accurately, and independently in a high-pressure environment. After the internship, Emily moved to South Carolina and began working at a mid-sized veterinary clinic. The job required flexibility between treating small animals in the city and farm animals in the suburbs. During this period, she stood out for her approach to complex cases and consistently professional attitude in all situations. Colleagues described her as having strong diagnostic skills, an emphasis on protocol, and high professional ethics. The early years in practice built a solid foundation of expertise and work discipline. By 2010, Emily married Tony Thomas after nearly 8 years of knowing each other. Tony did not work in veterinary medicine but played an important role in supporting his wife's career, from administrative tasks to family logistics. They had 2 young children between 2012 and 2014. Raising young children did not interrupt Emily's career. She used short maternity breaks to update professional knowledge and study modern treatment methods. In 2014, a major turning point came as Emily and her family moved to Rosebush, Michigan, to take a position at Pol Veterinary Services, the clinic of Dr. Jan Pol, founder of the popular reality show The Incredible Dr. Pol on Nat Geo Wild. Moving to the distant north was not easy due to the harsh climate and the distance from her family in Georgia. This was an important opportunity for Emily to enter a high-intensity professional environment with national recognition. At Pol Veterinary Services, she served as a frontline veterinarian in charge of large farm cases such as cattle, goats, pigs, and horses. Alongside the professional work, Emily was invited to join the filming of The Incredible Dr. Pol. The production team quickly recognized her flexibility and professional demeanor, expanding her role in aired episodes. She began appearing on television in 2015 during season 6. The image of a young female doctor calmly handling situations became a highlight among Dr. Pol's seasoned veterinarians. Emily's presence helped the show reach more young audiences. Beyond solid expertise, she was seen as a representative of a modern generation of veterinarians, dynamic, precise, and highly adaptable in all circumstances. Throughout 5 years of work, she appeared across many seasons of the show. Viewers appreciated her dedication, professionalism, and understated approach to cases. In addition to real-world practice, Emily helped shape a positive public image of the veterinary profession in mass media. At Dr. Pohl's clinic, the work environment demanded high productivity. Every day, the team had to handle dozens of cases in harsh weather. Emily often traveled continuously between farms, performing health checks, vaccinations, reproductive support, and emergency interventions. She also took on many complex veterinary cases involving large animals, a field few pursue due to its high skill and physical demands. Early success put her in the spotlight and also brought challenges few could see. As fame grew, the pressure behind the scenes began to emerge, opening a phase of intense demands in her career. Behind the fame, Dr. Jan Pohl's clinic is located in rural Michigan, an area with dense farms and a harsh climate. Each day, the veterinary team received dozens of cases, traveling hundreds of kilometers between farms, handling everything from reproduction and surgery to emergencies and disease control. Dr. Emily bore one of the heaviest workloads. She often started at dawn, moved constantly all day, and ended work after dark. Many cases arose unexpectedly at night, forcing her to return to the field immediately, even in snow or blizzards. As the television career developed, Emily's personal responsibilities increased. She was already the mother of 2 young children when she started on the show and had a 3rd child while working at the clinic. Handling heavy work while raising children pushed her daily schedule to the limit. Time at home was almost only enough for sleep. Tony Thomas, her husband, had to pause his own career to help with childcare and take on household duties. The family moved several times to be closer to the clinic, which did not reduce pressure because the on-call schedule remained dense. Prolonged stress led to clear physical and mental consequences. Emily frequently suffered from insomnia, aches due to working in the cold, and muscle strain when handling large animals. The long, harsh Michigan winter made travel difficult. For many years, she had no proper vacation. Continuous work led her into chronic fatigue, loss of motivation, and difficulty concentrating. After leaving the show, Emily wrote on her personal blog that this period made her realize the biggest problem in rural veterinary medicine was not expertise, but human endurance. She pointed out that many veterinarians in the United States were working in the same conditions: high workload, great mental pressure, and very little time off. Her writing drew attention in the professional community because it exposed a rarely publicized reality, a profession that seems quiet but has among the highest rates of burnout and depression in healthcare. Despite the heavy schedule, Dr. Emily always kept professional principles. She did not engage in internal conflicts, did not share private information about patients or colleagues, and consistently maintained a professional image. Colleagues rated her as methodical, quiet, and effective. Even in difficult situations, Emily chose silence over emotional reactions. This conduct helped her maintain credibility throughout her collaboration with Dr. Pohl. Another aspect behind the scenes was viewer expectations. As the show became popular, many began to associate Emily with the standard of a perfect veterinarian. She received thousands of messages each month, including praise and personal consultation requests. Becoming a public figure brought recognition, but it also blurred the line between work and personal life. She often had to respond to viewers after work hours, maintain social media, and handle media information without additional compensation for this workload. By late 2018, signs of burnout became evident. Emily worked under prolonged sleep deprivation, faced musculoskeletal issues, and psychological fatigue. She began to question whether fame was worth the trade-off for health and family time. While she kept high performance, she admitted that joy in the profession had diminished. Her blog at that time featured many reflective pieces about regaining balance in life. From the outside, Dr. Emily Thomas was a symbol of success, a young, famous veterinarian loved by international audiences. From the inside, it was a period of severe challenges to health and mental well-being. She had to live in tension between 2 systems, one being real clinical work, the other being the grind of television and public expectations. When fatigue surpassed the threshold, she began to think seriously about stopping. There was no internal conflict, no disputes with the crew, only a natural limit that any professional must face. Dr. Emily understood that to continue, she would have to trade away more years of health and family time. And when the question, Am I still happy with this job? Appeared. She knew it was time for a turning point. In 2019, a major turning point came in Dr. Emily Thomas's career. After nearly 5 years with the incredible Dr. Pol, she left the show at the end of season 15. The decision surprised fans and professionals because she was at her peak, loved by audiences worldwide. The cause was not conflict or illness, but a practical one: human limits and the need for balance. On her personal blog, Emily clarified that leaving was a deliberate personal decision unrelated to money or contracts. She stressed she left on good terms with no disputes with Dr. Jan Pol or the crew. The Pol Veterinary Services Clinic, she said, was where she grew fastest and also where she realized her limits. At the time, Emily was the mother of 3. The non-stop work schedule left no time for family. Her days began before dawn and ended after her children were asleep. I can save hundreds of animals each month, but I cannot have a complete dinner with my family, she once wrote. Emily did not quit abruptly. She informed Dr. Pol and the production team in advance, agreeing to finish filming season 15. Her exit was quiet and professional. She thanked everyone after her final episode and chose not to hold public farewells or media statements, consistent with her calm style. Rumors of conflict or illness spread, but she denied them, saying her reason was accumulated burnout. The clinic workload was heavy and often extended for dozens of hours. Filming doubled that strain. After 5 years, her body and mind began to show fatigue. Her decision showed clear thinking. She saw leaving not as ending her career but as course correction. In a 2020 post, she wrote, "I am not leaving the profession. I am choosing a way of practicing that lets me live more." The quote spread across veterinary forums as a reminder about mental health. The show continued, but her absence was felt. Many viewers said it lost the balance between expertise and energy she brought. Even with new veterinarians, none matched Emily's calm precision. The clinic kept running, but the show lost part of its familiar warmth. Fans flooded social media with questions. Thousands asked Nat Geo Wild about her disappearance. Some speculated illness. Others thought she changed careers. Only when she reopened her blog did the truth appear. She was still a veterinarian, just working elsewhere. After leaving, Emily and her family moved from Michigan to Virginia's Shenandoah Valley near James Madison University, where she and Tony had studied. The move symbolized a reset, a softer climate, slower pace, and more family time. It became a full reboot for the household. In Virginia, Emily chose a small local clinic instead of a large hospital or media job. She switched to small animal care, avoiding long travels and night calls. The change let her rest, join her children's activities, and regain normal rhythm. Later, she called it the most correct career decision since graduation. For fans, her quiet departure once caused loss, but when the real reason was known, most supported her. Comments on her blog were full of empathy from others who had faced burnout. Rather than judging her for leaving fame, people viewed it as courage, trading prestige for health and family. She also kept good relations with her former team. In a 2021 interview, Dr. Pol confirmed he respects Emily's decision and would always welcome her return. That statement erased earlier rumors of internal tension. Looking back, her decision was a logical result of sustained stress, not drama. In a field with rising resignation rates, she represented a growing shift toward mental health awareness and sustainable work over reputation. Away from television, Emily did not withdraw from public life. She continued practicing, contributing to her community, and writing on her blog This Little Light about veterinary skills, burnout prevention, and home pet care. Posts like, "How to Survive Vet School Without Losing Your Mind," gained wide attention among students and young vets. She emphasized that television was only the surface, while the true value of veterinary work lay in endurance and ethics. "The spotlight can create fame," she wrote, "but skills and character create a career." Even without cameras, she influenced many. By sharing knowledge and her personal lessons online, she became a model for professionals who sought both excellence and sanity. She regularly reminded readers to value mental rest and family connection as much as expertise. Her blog also attracted general audiences. Through plain instructional writing, she explained how to recognize animal stress, manage household pets, and handle emergencies. Her communication remained scientific and direct, reflecting the same clarity she showed on the show. Dr. Emily's story illustrates a larger issue in modern medicine, that compassion fatigue can silently damage even the most dedicated professionals. Her experience became a case study cited in online forums and veterinary workshops discussing resilience and burnout prevention. By moving to Virginia and reshaping her career, she turned a moment of exhaustion into long-term stability. She proved that stepping back can be progress when done with purpose. For her, balance was not a retreat but a new phase of practice built on experience and choice. Today, Dr. Emily Thomas continues to live and work quietly, far from television lights but close to her original values: competence, ethics, and balance. Her journey remains a reminder that success is not measured only by exposure, but by the ability to sustain both work and well-being. In her new life in Virginia, Emily Thomas reapplied years of farm-based skills: rapid handling, calm decision-making in emergencies, and efficient treatment protocols. Even off-camera, clients valued her precision and compassion. Many visited the clinic specifically to meet the former star of The Incredible Dr. Paul. Alongside clinical work, she built her blog This Little Light, DreelyThomasVet.com, to share veterinary knowledge, home care guidance, and realistic reflections on balancing work and personal life. The site quickly gained a steady readership of students, young veterinarians, and animal lovers. Her tone was practical and unsentimental. Posts such as "How to Survive Vet School Without Losing Your Mind" and "Why I Left the Show But Not the Profession" circulated widely in professional circles. Through these writings, Emily stated her belief that television shows only the surface while true veterinary value lies in endurance, ethics, and quiet skill. "Spotlights can create fame," she wrote, "but skill and character create a career." The message resonated with many young veterinarians, especially women navigating long hours and cultural bias. Together with her husband Tony Thomas, she launched a small YouTube channel featuring family life, pet care tutorials, and community education topics such as reading pain in dogs and cats and a realistic look at rural veterinary medicine. The channel avoided heavy monetization and was praised for authenticity. Tony appeared in Tony Takeover segments describing teamwork and the family balance behind their practice. Life in Virginia proved far more stable. Their 3 children attended local schools, and the family joined animal protection programs, vaccination drives for strays, rescue projects, and classroom events promoting veterinary awareness. Reconnecting with community life helped Emily regain the joy she had once lost in television work. She maintained an online presence with a loyal following, sharing hikes, outdoor family moments, and snapshots from her clinic. Beyond treating animals, Emily became an informal voice for wellness in veterinary medicine, a movement addressing mental health issues in the field. She collaborated with organizations promoting emotional resilience and spoke openly about professional burnout. In webinars and interviews, she emphasized realistic scheduling, learning to refuse overload, and keeping contact with colleagues rather than working in isolation. Her advice came from direct experience, not theory, which made it credible and relatable. Public perception of Dr. Emily Thomas gradually shifted from a TV personality to a model of sustainable professionalism. She avoided commercialization and focused on stability. When The Incredible Dr. Paul continued into later seasons, many retrospective videos highlighted her as a central part of the show's legacy. Viewers called her a real doctor and admired her decision to leave fame on her own terms. By 2025, Emily remained active at a Virginia clinic while maintaining her blog and channel. There was no indication of retirement or a return to television. She planned a book centered on practical lessons from fieldwork rather than entertainment stories, hoping to guide newcomers who enter the profession with high ideals but little awareness of its mental toll. Her current life reflects the philosophy she often repeats: work within humane limits, protect health and family, and sustain passion through balance. Being a veterinarian, she wrote, should not mean self-sacrifice. It should mean helping animals in ways that can last. The idea spread across the veterinary community as more professionals sought flexible, realistic career models instead of constant competition. No scandals, no crises, no dramatic comeback, just quiet influence. Emily Thomas demonstrated that stepping away from fame can mark progress, not failure. The woman once performing hundreds of on-camera procedures now symbolizes balance, discipline, and integrity. Her story asks a simple question. Do we have the courage to leave what others call success, to find what truly brings peace? If you wish to explore more real-life stories behind fame, tales of choice, limitation, and human resolve, subscribe to the channel and follow upcoming episodes that reveal how people rediscover purpose after leaving the spotlight.